Um, yes,
Oh
sir.
man,
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another first impression review. With me, I have Joe Hova
Happy Dirty Sprite Day!
and the homie B Will.
what's going on, people?
Dirty Sprite 2 has leaked, and we gave it a listen on this lovely evening. That is now ruined, just my opinion, but we gonna get there. But let's go ahead and jump into it. First off, is Dirty Sprite 2 an album or a mixtape?
It's an I mean, it's on iTunes, so it's an album.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. It's on iTunes, so it's an album. Um, we'll let Joe strike it off first. It's your day. This is your holiday, sir.
Yo, I tweeted earlier. I said when I go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna put a note on my back that says I'm listening to Dirty Sprite 2. Let me enjoy my blessing.
You should do that. Get somebody to take a picture of that, please.
Um, no, like it's exactly what I expected. Like I'm sitting here, it's midnight, a little bit before midnight when the leak hits. And so, I'm just kind of like sitting here, I'm turning up to it and whatnot. The first few tracks are cool, like the first three tracks are like really cool. It kind of lags in the middle though, it kind of starts like running together a little bit. But once you hit what the track before Blow a Bag, I can't remember the name of it. But once you
Slave Master.
yeah, Slave Master. Once you hit Slave Master, it starts picking up again. And then you have the songs towards the end that were the three singles from his three previous tapes. I mean, those all are, besides, I don't care for Real Sisters. But the rest of those, Trap and Commas, like they still sound completely like flame emojis.
Word.
I think the best song on here, though, is the Percocet and Stripper joint.
I didn't get to that one, man.
You ain't missing nothing, Charles.
Word. Me personally, like I started it off. Oh, first off, this is only the second time I've listened to a Future project in its entirety, just straight through. The first one was Pluto, and I think that was on your recommendation, Joe.
Of
Or
course.
like the second version of it, I think. Um, thought it was a drop. Decent intro. I served the bass, Where You At, Groupies, and Little One. I didn't enjoy any one of those at
Little
all.
One sucked.
Yeah, Little One was especially grating on my nerves. Like, just everything about it was pretty terrible. Groupies, I enjoyed the beat, but the song itself, I just couldn't enjoy. Stick Talk, which is that the actual name of the song, or is my track list wrong?
No, that's right.
Okay, that song was dope. That was like when it the intro I tolerated. Stick Talk I actually enjoyed. And then it fell off again for me. Free co rotation, Slave Master. But then it like skyrocketed because Blow a Bag. Well, Slave Master actually was decent. Blow a Bag and Colossal. Colossal is my favorite track on there so
Colossus
far
is really good.
because I haven't finished everything. I haven't listened to like the last 5 songs. Well, I've heard Fuck Up Some Commas already, and that's straight. But I haven't listened to those other 4 songs. But Colossal is absolute flames. Rich Sex is dumb as hell, but it's flames too.
Yep.
And Blow a Bag is dope. And Blood on the Money is fire as shit. That might be the best production that I've heard on there.
Yeah.
Colossal was like the best all around song for me. But Be Will.
Man, well, let me also preface this with this is the first Future album I've listened to all the way through, and I had never even heard more than 3 Future songs, and that's what comes on the radio. And as little as I listen to the radio, that's why it's only 3. So I knew what to expect because I followed Joe on Twitter. You know what I'm
Yo, I've been talking about Dirty Sprite 2 for like a
saying? Yeah, and plus all the Future quotes just being on Twitter, it's like, all right, I know what this gonna be like, but I can appreciate the energy, and that's what it is. That's what turn up music is. It is a concentrated energy from loud thumping bass, and everybody in the same place getting the same driving, intense feeling from that type of beat. Now,
Right.
understanding that, there are a few that I could I don't want to say enjoy, because Future still doesn't like And it's not because it's any disrespect to this music is terrible. It's because he's so lazy. Like he's so lazy. Like we were sitting in the group, we talked about Pastor Troy. I was like, yeah, Pastor Troy, like he really got you. I don't want to say inspired because inspiration has a certain connotation.
No, man, Pastor Troy's music is inspiring.
Man, it just might be though, man. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, okay, that delivery, that passion from him spitting that, and I compare it to this. Don't get me wrong, the overall consistency of beat quality is fairly even. There are some dips. Like I really didn't like the Percocet and Stripper beat because it sounded like a 1995 Rap-A-Lot beat to me, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. But like Blood on the Money, that beat was just Jesus, yeah. Oh my goodness. And that's like the height of it. It's like he's pretty much only going to be as good. A future song is only going to be as good as the beat. And with that being the case, I can't give any rapper I can say that about the nod of he's good, because you're only as good as your beat unless you're making the beats, and that's a caveat that needs to be mentioned. But he says some stuff. I mean, I wouldn't call him witty. It's like regular. It's not stupid. It's just not.
It's more. It's more or less like real, like what he's going through, like going back to the whole Sierra situation. Like if you're thinking of that while you're listening to this, like it all makes sense to me, because like he said he would choose the drugs over her. like that's some real shit though. Like he was done with the relationship, so he's like, fuck it, I'll choose the drugs over her.
and we got Dirty Sprite too.
Dirty Sprite too.
And that's what is somewhat entertaining. Like there's a handful of people I could hit up and have a conversation with them, and they would say the exact same things that he's saying, but it's auto-tune and over a ridiculously gritty beat. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that's a bad thing. The bad thing about this that I could take away from it is I wish his delivery was more intense on the more intense beats. It would do more. It doesn't need it, because everybody who likes this type of music is going to feel the energy anyway. It's not necessary. But I guess just coming up from being at the ground level of the crunk era, then there was definitely more intensity in spitting. Like now, all you got to do is say this regular stuff over these beats, and that's it.
But
with some ad libs.
And you know what's crazy is that when I first heard "Fuck Up Some Commas," like that was my initial reaction. I was like, this beat is heavy, but he's like not matching it. And I was just like, this kind of sucks. But like the more I played it, I mean, the more energy I got from it.
Yeah, and it does, and that's the thing. I think the beat will wear on you. The production will wear on you, man. Because the production overall, it's heavy 808 snares and hi hats. It's typical trap production for the most part. Yeah. So not bad. I still wouldn't like bump it. I have to be in a certain mood, and I don't get in that mood too often, so it wouldn't get too much spin.
You have to be like super drunk.
Exactly. And since I don't get drunk, I probably would listen to it once every 3-4 months or something.
I guess like that's reasonable analysis, especially with you being a first time listener, you know, saying that you would prefer him to be much more intense. I think my issue is with the type of turn up music that it is, the turn up music that I enjoy, I get excited, and I guess it goes into that intensity too. I rap along with it and shit, and I get hyped as hell. Like we were talking about PT, Young Joe, and everything.
Yeah.
I feel that more with them, but the stuff that he's saying, was Joe said before, if you can't relate to it, then you don't understand, or at least follow the story.
Yeah.
I don't see myself spouting what he's saying, so I can't get as into it as a real Future fan would, I guess.
Yeah. Like somebody going through a breakup right now is definitely gonna relate to this stuff, or like somebody who's like high off of codeine, or you know whatever they're high off of. They're definitely gonna relate to this. But all of us, I mean, we can understand it if we choose to, but there's no way we're gonna be able to relate to it.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, what would y'all say were your favorite songs from the project? Joe?
I can't even remember what I listed. There was like 7 of them. Commas, of course. Trap. The Percocet and Stripper Joints. Blow a Bag. The song Drake is pretty good. I think the intro too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of favorites. There's not too many that I didn't like on here.
Gotcha. Be Will.
Man, Blood on the Money. That man, whichever ones had the most 5 beats, I like the way you had because the production was it was different. It's
Yo,
like
Metro,
it was.
Yo Metro.
Yeah, no, right. Anytime, like some of the production was so regular, and I don't mean regular like I mean regular like as a producer, there is nothing to this beat. This is just 808 and some snare and a random melody that doesn't even do anything. But when the beats were a little better than that, then it put me in a better state of mind. So I say definitely Blood on the Money where you at. I thought it was a drought. It was decent. Let me see. Rich Sex was a decent beat, so I like that. That's pretty much it for me. Blow a Bag had a little entertaining factor. Yeah, those. I say those.
Gotcha. I've pretty much already said what my favorites are. Colossal for sure. Colossal and Blood on the Money are top for sure. Then right behind it would be Rich Sex. After that, I got to listen to those other ones to see. The other ones are definitely not going to be my favorites. And Colossal might be the only one that will actually enter like my rotation, probably like for the summer and stuff. And I'll listen to that a few times before it hits the recycle bin with all the rest of it. Did y'all have any on there that y'all absolutely hated?
No, not really. Maybe the
Little one?
yeah, little one. That's probably about the only one.
The Percocet and Stripper. Yeah, Percocet and Stripper. That shit was garbage to me. Maybe it's like a lot of them that just all kind of they kind of ran together, and I couldn't differentiate song from song. None of them grabbed my attention. That was maybe like 3 or 4 of them. I put all of those in there with it. I just don't remember what they were called. So.
Gotcha. And how did y'all feel about the one feature on the project?
I thought Drake's feature was good.
I felt that was a mediocre verse for Drake. Usually Drake's features are outstanding. That's something he's usually really good at. But this one, I didn't get too much from it. It's like, it was all right.
Yeah. And the weird thing was, I didn't like that song very, very much. But the way it was structured, I expected Drake to float on that shit. Like the way it was set up, and you know his style that he can pretty much adapt to anything. I expected him to, and the topic matter, which you know that whole "Where were you back then when I sucked ass and now I'm hot?" Like Drake has been floating off of that whole theme for a long ass time now.
Yeah.
And I expected him to deliver on a pretty high tier, but nah, you were right. It was pretty insubstantial.
I don't know. I thought it was legit. I thought it was decent enough, but I'm glad it was the only feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really see too many people featuring with him,
and that's the thing. I mean, technically, like, there's no features on it, but like, if you go with the production, I mean, those are kind of like features because like those are some known names like Sunny Digital, Metro Boomin, 808 Mafia, and Zaytoven. I mean, like those guys like pretty much built this project, and
that's true.
It sound.
That's true. That's very true. Would y'all recommend it?
I mean, if you like turn up music, then yeah. If you don't, then no.
Joe?
Hell yes. Hell yes. Everybody needs a copy of Dirty Sprite 2, damn it. Everybody needs a copy.
I'm going to say no on this particular one. It's been the most disappointing.
You recommended the Lil Wayne album.
And it was better.
Your album.
The Lil Wayne album was better, man.
I gotta listen to that Wayne, man. I really gotta listen to that Wayne now.
Don't do it. Wayne sampled "I Feel Good."
I don't know. Come on. I can't even imagine nobody flipping that into a way that's just entertaining.
Yeah.
Stop hating, Joe. Any final words, gentlemen?
I mean, hey, it's Future. What do you expect?
You know what? With this being your final, like you finally have the first interaction with Future's music. Do you see the appeal?
I mean, I do. I see the appeal for people who like that music. Now, we can have a completely different conversation over how do you exclusively like that type of music. And a lot of people do exclusively like that type of music, but that's a whole another conversation. But if you like that music, I can definitely see why Future is the GOAT for you right now.
Yeah, same here. Joe?
I'm gonna support Future's drug habit and buy this.
He's gonna go the way of Wayne.
Simple as that. Business as usual. Hit the eye annotation in the top right if you're watching this after we have streamed it to donate to thecoalition.com. All of this will remain free, but if you'd like to support us, feel free to do so. Hit the comment section. Let us know if you listen to it. What are your favorite songs on there? What songs did you not like? And also hit us all up on Twitter if you want to as well. The post on the site on thecoalition.com is going to have the links to everybody's Twitter's accounts. Hit us up. Don't hit B Will up talking about no Future though. You might want to talk about something else. But
no.
But thank y'all for listening, and we will see you next time.